Buongiorno, Vario Stick here. Where are we today? Actually, nowhere in particular, except we've come at least 1,000 metres high up in the clouds. Here we've got pine trees, not oak trees, but it's a beautiful spot. Picnics, walks. We brought two of the dogs, Vario Spaniel and Vario Real Pain in the Arse. So we've got them with us. We're going for a walk. It's a lovely sunny day. Let's see what we find. We're just a bit higher up than Roccaspinalveti, which is a town we've not had a look at yet, but we will do in due course. But there's areas that have been provided around here. This is one of them. It's a lovely little pine woods with lots of picnic areas and walks in it. And the views, Vario Spaniel, the views from around here are absolutely fantastic. That's the Adriatic in the distance, and various other towns. I think that there is probably, no wait a minute, that will be Guilmi. I'm sure that'll be Guilmi in the distance there. And beautiful places, fantastic countryside, fantastic views. And if you want to come here for a picnic, well, you've got everything you need. Let's have a walk, see what we can find. See the Mayella Mountains there, beautiful. For the life of me, I can't remember what that town's called there, but it'll come to me and I'll put it on the video. Very, very peaceful, very quiet place. They're the barbecues, so there's plenty of places for you to grill up a storm if you want to come here. Bins to throw all your rubbish, and you can see that the local people who do use this place do keep it scrupulously clean, which is lovely to see. And the Mayella and the forests and the peace and quiet. We've come up a little bit further now, we're quite a bit further now actually. A bit more of a view, but the wind's picked up because we're now over the top of the ridge. We came from down there before. You might think there's not much to do up here, but there's lots of paths for you to walk. In actual fact, if you look on YouTube, there is a downhill cycle path that goes from up there, and they go rocking off down that flipping hill and down through the woods to the road below where they're picked up. Don't fancy it myself. You can probably just see the scar there where the path is where they go down in the cycles, but they jump over the road here. As I said, there's plenty of walking as well. Beautiful place. That's the Mayella that side. The Adriatic in the background. And this side, it's a different view. Got a great picture of the little Abruzzo hilltop and mountain top towns and places. Again, the Adriatic. That there, by the way, centre shot is Liscia. You might remember a couple of videos ago we did Liscia, and when we went across that ridge, all the beautiful places, and that's Palmoli. We've been to Palmoli, Tufilo, and that place right in front of us is Caronchio, which we will go to one day. That there is Frenia, and mountains behind it. It's a beautiful spot. Again, lots of walking. There's a path that goes down into the valley, through right down into the River Trieste, if you're so inclined, but that's a bit steep coming back. It's a lovely walk though. There's a lovely little church up here, tiny little chapel. I know what they do is they come up here once a year. I call it the Alpine Church, as it's dedicated to the Alpine Society. They stop at each of these little shrines before they make their way into the tiny little chapel. It's a lovely place, it really is. Unfortunately, the chapel's only open when they have the ceremony, but you can certainly Let me come in here and get the damn gate open. Can hardly do with a bit of maintenance. And I've certainly had picnics up here. Very nice indeed. That's I think the dedication stone. I'll put the English translation on and I'll put the video together. Pretty little church. Do stop for a picnic if you're around here. It's a nice place. Very peaceful, very tranquil setting. The church here is not that old actually, 1994 it says on the front here. So that's not been up and running for very long, but the ruins of the old church, I don't know what happened to the old church, whether it just decided to give up the ghost or not, I don't know, but the old church is here, or the ruins of it are anyway. So it's just moved slightly downhill. From here, and the ruins of the old church, to there. Lovely. In fact, Roccaspinalveti itself was up here, but because of land erosion, they moved it in the 19th century down, further down into the valley. But we'll go over all that when we do the proper visit to Roccaspinalveti. A bit higher up again now, you can definitely see the Adriatic in the distance. The Palmoli. That's right over the border into Molise now. Fantastic. Right up high. Lovely red rose hips. Rather nice. Up here there's an old abandoned campsite. It's really odd. Somebody spent a lot of money on it. There's power, lights, areas where you can put your whatever, I suppose a tent, or we wouldn't get caravans up here, I'm sure. It's a rather steep road, and on this side there is, I suppose what could be best described as the clubhouse. It's all padlocked up now, you can't get in. It's been abandoned for as long as I've been here, and probably even longer. That's the place, Campin Montano. Bar, restaurant, Roccavecchia. All abandoned, probably never even got going properly. Real shame. There's some fantastic walking up here. Up there, that's the old chapel. That was the Roccaspinalveti place up there. Roccaspinalveti that's now, as I said earlier, been moved down into the valley where there's less erosion, I suppose, safer, probably a bit warmer in the winter as well. Well, that concludes our little walk out or stroll in the mountains. It's central Abruzzo really, beautiful views of the Maiella, beautiful day. If you get the chance you must come up here, it's very peaceful, very quiet. You have a barbecue, there's lots of things to do, cycling, walking, or just enjoy the peace and quiet. It's rather nice. As I said earlier, this is a Saturday and it's not that busy. So come here, enjoy yourself, relax, and enjoy the views. They are fantastic. So this is Vario Stick with Vario, pain in the arse, nah, it's Vario deal really. Vario Spaniel and Mrs. Stick saying ciao ciao for now.